Thank you so much. So we continue. We are with linear programming. Please, I said this is a friendly question. So this is for 2024, last year, school certificate. A businessman intends to make two types of products, product A and B, for sale. So this businessman, he was intending to make these, two products, A and B, for sale. The cost of making product A is 60 kwacha. So before you go any further, you are going to listen that is to make 60 kwacha, and the cost of making the product B is 30 kwacha. The businessman has 3,000 kwacha to spend on the products. He decides to at least, at least 20 products of A and 10 products of B. Let X be the number of product A and Y be the number of product B. Write the three inequalities which represents these three conditions. So ladies and gentlemen, in an exam, don't even waste your time. Immediately they say product A, you take it that A represents, this product A represents X, and the product B represents Y. Immediately in an exam, when they ask you to do that. Once you do like that, then you start now following. Things to remember. The word at least. This word at least means greater or equal to. The word at least, greater or equal to. I'm told that the businessman has this. This is the only money which he intends to spend on producing A and B. So now this is the limited money. So this is the last money, meaning this is the last money. So here is supposed to be less or equal to this one. No money should be above this one because this is the only money he has. So now here we continue. The cost of making product X, this X to be made, you have to spend, according to what I have here, according to the cost of making, you have to spend 60 kwacha. So I have to multiply this by 60, meaning 60 times X. Again, the cost of making this one, I have to spend 30 kwacha. So 30 times Y. That's what it is. So now you have to be innovative. Now they are saying this guy intends to at least 20 products, mean to produce at least 20 products of type A. So meaning X at least is greater or equal to 20. So that is number one. And then again he intends to produce 10 products at least. So this is number one. Number two, he intends to buy at least, this will be Y is greater or equal to 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, all this should be done on a graph paper. I'll show you how to do it on the graph paper. Then from there, we are told that since he intends just to spend, meaning that if you, whatever this one plus this one, should not be more than 3,000, meaning should be less or equal to 3,000. So now if you divide this by 30, I can see 30 can go there, 30 can go there, the 30 can go there. This will go, I will remain with 2x plus y is less or equal to 100. Where is 100 coming from? When you divide here, 1 there. So I'm going to have 100 there. So this is the 100 which is there. So this is inequality number 3. So according to the question, these are the 3 inequalities which they have told us to come up with. They say, let X be the number of product A and Y be the number of product B. Write the 3 inequalities which represents these 3 conditions. So these are the 3 inequalities. So ladies and gentlemen, this question we are done and we have pocketed 4 marks. Now, these inequalities are very, very important because they will guide us. They are going to guide us in an exam when it comes to using the graph. Now, we are dealing part B. using the scale. So here, let me talk about the scale. So now here they are talking about the scale. The scale we are given is 2 centimeters to present is equivalent to 10 units on both sides. So now 10 centimeters to present 2 centimeters to present 10 units. So ladies and gentlemen, so what is the space we are given over there? The scale we are given. The scale we are given is 0 is less or equal to x, x is less or equal to 60, and this is on the x-axis. The other one we are given is 0 is less than y, y is less or equal to 100. So this is what we are given. So now what is it important? It is very important that you understand this scale. So kindly the cameraman kindly come to the point that on the x-axis, we just need 6 of those 2 centimeter boxes, or the 2 centimeter boxes, the bigger boxes. We just need about 6. Then on the y-axis, we need 10. So now, as I invited the cameraman, kindly come and view this. We are looking for only 6. I'll just count down here. I will know that for me, I will know for sure that, okay, I will say this is the graph paper. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the graph paper, this is your graph paper. So this bigger box is about 2 centimeters squared. So since this is a 2 centimeters squared, they just need, I should take 2 centimeters to present 10 units. So here, I will say, okay, I will say, I'll just need 6. I'll do like this. This is 0, this is my 10, 20, this is my 30, this is my 40, this is my 50, this is my 60. Let's hope they allow me to use the white chalk. Allow me to use the white chalk. I mean, this is 0, this is my 10, this is my 20, this is my 30, this is my 40, this is my 50, this is my 60. So you can see that's what they are telling me. Now, on the y-axis, this is my 10, this is my 20, this is my 30, this is my 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. As we have been advised by the instructions there. So that is the answer. So this is what we are calling the y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. So now, those inequalities, I believe, because those during the exam, those are standard graph papers, they will have enough space there. That's why you write your inequalities. If this is A, this was your A. So where you say x is greater or equal to 20, this is the 1. Number 2, you say y is greater or equal to 10. So these are your inequalities. Number 3, this was number 2. Number 3, you say 2x plus y is less or equal to 100. All this should be on the graph paper. All this should be on the graph paper. I know that my graph will be there. This is where I'm going to draw the inequalities now. Please, the cameraman can show me now so that I emphasize this point. Please make sure, start with the simpler inequalities. Simple inequalities. When we say simple inequalities, we mean those which are like at least x is greater or equal to 20. Those are simple. What does it mean? It means this one, my x is equal to 20. You just have to say, okay, what is x equal to 20? It will cut here. It will cut here. This is x equal to 20. It will cut there. It will cut there. These are simple inequalities or simple equations. It will cut there. It will cut there. Now, is it supposed to be solid or broken? It's supposed to be solid. That's why you have seen. Now, where do I find the numbers which are greater or equal to 20? They are found this side. According to the instruction, unwanted region. So you should shade where there are no answers. This is unwanted region. You shade this part. And this is an equation. You have to name this one. This is as x is equal to 20. So you have answered that. Start with a simpler one. So after you do that, you go to the other one, which is y. Y is what? Greater or equal to 20. So meaning that it should cut on the 10. So it should cut on 10, where y is equal to 10. Y is equal to 10. Here you say y is equal to 10. So now where do I find, when it is greater, you shade the less. Greater, down. Less, up. Meaning here it is greater, so I should shade the down part. I should shade the down part. You can say I've shaded the down part. I've shaded the down part. So now I've shaded these two inequalities. There is one which is remaining. So why should it be a solid line? Because it is greater or equal to. Even here it is less or equal to be also a solid one. So now for the other one, how do I come up with the points? Very simple. Since there are two variables, these are single variables, or there is just one variable. But here there are two variables, x and y. Since it is x and y, you come up with a table. You come up with a table. You say, okay, here it means I've got a expression like x and y. You come up with a table. Now you ask yourself, okay, if it means what it is here for the sake of learning, because I want us to understand properly, I will say, okay, this is as good as saying x plus y equals to 100, equals to 100. Then you come up with a table. This table, you do it like this. You say, okay, imagine, I don't want bigger numbers, because once I put, because it was 2, sorry, here it is a 2. Allow me, this is 2x. Imagine, since it is 2 here, I say this is 50. X is 50. So 50 times 2, it is 100. Y automatically becomes a 0. So now again I say, okay, what about if this is 40? If this is 40, this will be 80. What will remain here is 20. So you can see 50, 0, 20, sorry, 40, 20. So what is 50, 0? I'm at 50, 0. It is here, just there. So this is 50, 0. What about 40, 20? 40, 20, this is 40, 10, 20, it is there. So now what does it mean? It means I should join this with a straight line. I should join it like this. Remember, it's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be a solid line. So I should join this one. Let it continue. 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 So, ladies and gentlemen, let it continue. You are with me that my line will be like this. So this is my graph, my inequality graph. So it will be like this. It will be like this. It will be like this. So now what it is I should name this one. This is the same one, just saying 2x plus y equals to 100. Name it. So you can see this one, I named it x is equal to 20, y is equal to 10. From there, you come here, you ask yourself, less than, you shade the upper part, the greater part, because the answers are down. So you shade unwanted, you shade this part. You shade this part. You shade this part. So what I've shaded is where there are no solutions. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is a clear region, the wanted region, which is my R. This is my R. The cameraman, please come closer so that people are able to see. This is the region I'm talking about. It is bounded by this. It is bounded by this line, and it is bounded by that line. Allow me to use a different color so that people are able to see. People are able to see it. I'm saying it is bounded by this line. It is bounded by this line. It is bounded by this line. So you can see This is the region we are talking about. So this is the region we are talking about, and it is my R. So I hope all of us we are comfortable now to find R. Now that you have found R, you go now. Now they have said, I'm talking about C. The profit on the sale of product A is 80 kwacha. So meaning now I can make use of this space. So now we are talking about C. So how do we get the C? Remember, the B is this one. The B is the graph. It is very, very important that we indicate. So this is your B. So this is your B. This was my A. So this was my A, B, and my C is now they are saying my C. What is the C? The C is here. Ladies and gentlemen, make use of the graph. The C is that the profit. So you have to come up with the equation of the profit. The profit of making on the sale of product A is 80 kwacha, meaning that 80 times X, since I know that product A is X, sorry for that. And then again, for making the profit for product B is 50 kwacha plus 50Y. So this is the profit equation. This is the profit equation. Now they are saying I should determine how many products for A and B to maximize my profit. So in order to maximize my profit, I always tell my learners, consider this graph. This is the line where most of the maximum points are. Meaning, first of all, try this one. We are now comparing. So if you look at this, what is this coordinate here? The coordinate here is, the coordinate which is here is 20, 60. So this is my coordinate. So the coordinate which is here is 20, 60, meaning I should produce 20 product A and 60 product B. So let's see how much I will have. It's just a trial. So now I say, okay, for product B, product B I'll have, that is 20 plus. Then there I will have 60, and you are going to agree with me that this is 1,600 and this is exactly 3,000. There we go, it is kwacha. If you do the needful here, you are going to have 4,600. So this is 4,600. Meaning that if I produce 20 products, I will produce this much. Now, for the sake of just learning, because we want to find out what we are trying to talk about. Imagine I have taken this point. What is this point? This point is 30, 40, meaning that I will produce 30 product A and 40 product B. So if that is the case, I'm trying to compare. This was the first one. Now let's go for the second one. I just want to compare for the sake of learning. 80 times 30, then plus 50 times what? Times 40. You agree with me that what I'm going to have here, it is 2,400 plus. Just this and that, it will be just 2,000. If you say this 2,000 plus this one, the answer is 4,400. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this one is more than this amount. So for me to have the maximum, I should produce how many product A? I should produce for A product, will just say A is equal to 20, and for B product, I should produce 60. So meaning I've answered that question. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope it is understood. Now, let's hope the camera is able to catch this color I've used. Let's hope so that people should understand. I mean, we should produce 20 product A and 60. Last but not the least, we are talking about D. They are saying now, how do we find the maximum profit? It's simple now. Now that I know that it's 80x plus 50y. So now what I'll do is I'll put 80 open brackets, I put the 20 there, and then I'll show. You have to show this equals to 60, and then you do the needful. You agree with me that here you're going to have 16 plus 3,000, and eventually you are going to come up with 4,600 kwacha. Since it is money, ways are very important. This is the maximum profit one will make. Ladies and gentlemen, for today we are looking at linear programming. You can see it's a friendly question. Just be innovative. When they're asking you a question, be innovative, be creative, so that you come up with these inequalities, and how we can come up with the graph, how to make use of the scale, respect the scale. Please, thank you so much. I hope you have been following me and you have enjoyed. Once more, this is about linear programming. These are friendly questions one can pick during the final exam. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.